Hey, hey, hey. Time for the Out of This World story from rSpace. I never thought I'd be the kind of person who stays with a cheater. We've all heard it before, but what exactly do we think this kind of person is? A doormat? Someone with zero self-esteem? All sorts of people make the choice to stay or go. And when they do, one of the hardest things isn't just repairing their relationship with their partner, but dealing with the shame they feel for staying. Do all cheaters deserve a second chance? Let's discuss this today on rSpace. Up first, this OP stayed with his cheating girlfriend at the cost of his friends. Lost my friends for my soon-to-be ex-wife. We met 7 years ago. At the time, she would get some major breakdowns whenever I gave my attention to my friends, small group. Over the years, her insecurity went away completely. As a result, I did lose contact with my friends. They all went in the direction of having lots of babies and doing the whole live, laugh, love thing. We've never wanted kids, but instead wanted and did travel all over the world. It was very much us against the world. Been married for a year and found out she was having an affair. Same old story. She was acting different for a while, said she needed some time alone. Me trusting her fully gave her anything she needed, including space. Of course, space meant she was actually screwing a colleague. Something didn't sit right with me, and to my shame, one night, not being able to sleep, I snuck her phone and snooped through it. We all know how that went. I took my wedding ring off and left it on her phone, and that was that. Of course, there was begging and pleading. A mistake was made, yada yada. I told her it wasn't a mistake. She didn't slip and accidentally fall on a penis. It has been going on for weeks and months. Then she said it was over, and she didn't talk to him anymore. I told her throwing her marriage away for someone she just as easily discards just makes you an even worse person. Of course, she hasn't stopped seeing him. She wanted to fix things, therapy for her, etc. I told her that even if we patched things up, I could never trust her again. In 10 years' time, she texted me that she would have to work late. Anxiety. A text from someone in the evening. Anxiety. No thank you. I'll pass. She's trying to find an apartment place to stay, which isn't easy in my country. Our current apartment is a bit too expensive for her to afford on her salary. So at the moment, we are currently stuck in a limbo until she can move out. We'll get divorced ASAP, but the papers registering our marriage aren't even back yet. Slow red tape. So currently without friends, family lives abroad and kinda sucks, taking care of my cats while my soon-to-be ex-wife is sleeping around. F me. Edit. Formatting. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Edit 2. So many responses. Each and every one of you rule. Here's some community responses. Sorry to hear that. Make sure to stay strong. Who is the other man? The OP replies, some colleague from her new job. They seem to be made for each other. A cheater and a guy who sleeps with women who are married. Perfect match if you ask me. I have too much self-respect to care about what she's doing, honestly. Another person chimes in. Congratulations on handling this terrible situation masterfully. You didn't play the pick-me game, and you know yourself well enough to know that even if she transformed into a perfect spouse, your trust in her will never be what it was. You saved yourself so much unnecessary suffering and wasted time. Soon you will be able to go no contact and purge her from your life forever. It only gets better from here. Next person says, currently your priority should be your healing, and with her presence, it may take a longer time to heal. If her name is not on the lease, ask her to move out ASAP, and she can stay with her affair partner for whom she threw away her morality in marriage. If her moving out isn't an option, then do an in-house separation and learn to implement the 180 or gray rock. Do get tested for STDs and retain a lawyer. Be prepared for her trying to crawl back sooner or later. The OP replies, unfortunately her name is also on the lease, so she can't be kicked out, but I'm a master at being a gray rock, mainly because I'm disgusted with her and don't want anything to do with her. I've taken over the living room and bought a new mattress. I refuse to lay in that bed after she's been with someone else, ew. So currently the bedroom is her domain. While I type this, she actually snuck in without saying anything and headed quickly to her room. Currently she's only ever home on Monday to Wednesdays and will be away all other days, which is good. Can't wait till she hands her key in and I can finally start to rebuild. She will probably try and crawl back sometime soon, but I'm convinced that if you truly love someone, you would never cheat and cause your partner so much trauma. Ergo, I'm not forgiving her. Ever. You're right, OP. If you truly love someone, you would never consider cheating on your partner. And the comments are right. You respect yourself enough to draw a line and understand that the cheating would never stop. She only begged and pleaded because she was caught. The fact that she never left him says it all. She's not interested in fixing anything. The patches would just be band-aid fixes. Moreover, I think the fact that she was jealous of the time you spent with your friends was a huge red flag. Her insecurities were the death of her and your relationship. What do you think? Do you think insecurities can lead to cheating? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Next up, a cheater who keeps his friends too close for comfort. My boyfriend spent our anniversary with his female best friends, and now people think he's dating his sister. My ex-boyfriend, Tyler, was very close to his female best friend, Lily, so close that people thought they were dating. The effort he put into my Valentine's gift was nothing compared to what he does for Lily's Palantines. One day, a coworker of his confronted me for flirting with him when he has a girlfriend. I tried explaining to him that I was his girlfriend, but he didn't believe me. He didn't leave me alone until I showed him pictures of us on my phone. I've tried talking to Tyler several times about how this makes me feel, but he always brushed me off and says Lily is like family to him and I'm being insecure. Our anniversary was coming up, and a travel agent friend of mine got me a good deal for a 2-night stay at a resort about 2.5 hours away. I booked it, and when I told Tyler, he seemed very excited. About a week before our trip, he came to me, asked if he could go with Lily since she has a lot going on and could use a pick-me-up. I was shocked and asked him if he'd really rather spend our anniversary with another woman. He just got mad and called me a cruel, jealous witch and said Lily really needed him right now. When I still told him no, he said he didn't want to go at all. Then he left, and we didn't talk for 3 days. So I took that as us officially breaking up. As I was crying to my best friend about the breakup and being unable to get my money back, she suggested we go as friends. Time skipped to about an hour after we check in, and I got a call from the front desk saying someone was trying to check in under my reservation. When I went down to check, I saw Tyler and Lily. Tyler immediately stomped toward me and went off on me for taking the spot when Lily needed it more. And then Lily plopped down on a chair and started bawling her eyes out, saying how she just wanted a relaxing weekend to forget about all that's happened to her. After a while of him screaming and her crying, security forces them to leave. The next day on social media, Tyler posted that he and Lily were officially together. Unfortunately for him, my friends and family are vengeful people. They all started commenting on his post with comments like, "Isn't that your sister? Aren't y'all related?" And Sweet Home Alabama. He tried to deny the comments, but it was no use because the rumors already spread. It's been 3 months since then, and while nobody bothers them about it anymore, it definitely ruined their reputation, and that makes me happy. Let's see what the community says. I'm happy for you that he's an ex. What a pair of idiots. My mother used to say, "Oh no, I am happy they are together, otherwise they'd be out ruining 2 other people's lives." Somebody else chimes in, bawling her eyes out saying how she just wanted a relaxing weekend. Pay for it yourself, you thieving witch. They deserve each other. They're both pieces of crap. Plopped right next to each other that you would probably mistake it for one pile of crap. But no, it's 2. Someone else says, I'll never understand these people. They could have been dating their so-called best friend from the start. Instead, they date other people then cheat. You have some great friends, OP. I'm so sorry he was manipulating you. There's nothing worse than someone trying to make you feel like you're the crazy one. I can't believe he tried to play off their relationship as if it was basically family. He's a sick man. And then to try and take the tickets anyways? He's delusional. He literally thought he could walk all over you. I'm with the comments. He should have dated this sister of his this whole time. Thoughts? Next, a cheater given 1 too many chances. In 12 hours, I will get the answer. Divorce or open marriage? I gave him an ultimatum. Either an open marriage or divorce. I caught my husband of 12 years cheating on me. I do know this girl because she is a part-time cashier at the local grocery store. He's been spending a lot of money on her. I got the proof and confronted his butt. He did what most cheaters do. Deny and gaslight. When he couldn't make up more lies, he finally caved and started with this big man tears of, "Don't leave me, baby. I swear I'll change." I gave him options. Either we open our marriage and keep our home and keep our children, and they will grow up in a house and not shift every weekend. You can keep your side chicks as long as you do not bring them into our home. We will have a set of rules and boundaries. I laid out all the boundaries and conditions. 1. He cannot spend money from our joint account. He can spend money from his personal expenses. However, in case of an emergency, he will put his family above his side chicks. 2. Never bring them home or into our space where we have our kids. 3. No family members or friends. 4. Always use protection and regular STD checkups. 5. We will tell each other about the dates and when we are going, who we are with. We do not have to share pictures of our partners. 6. If he gets a woman pregnant, it's the end, and if I get pregnant by another man, I will either get an abortion or put the kid to adoption, or if the father agrees, he can keep the baby and I will sign away my rights, and yes, he is more than welcome to divorce me, and I will not push him for child support for another man's child. Or we will get a divorce. We will split everything evenly, The house is in my name, so I will keep the house. We will only contact through parenting app. No bad-mouthing to our kids. If our kids want to know the truth later in life, we will tell them. We will have a healthy co-parenting relationship. He can have as many girlfriends as he wants, but he shouldn't force our children to accept them. It's for our kids to decide. I gave him 48 hours. 12 hours left. We will see what he decides. If he cannot, then I will make the decision for both of us. My decision is divorce. You're far too kind, OP. I mean, I get trying to do this for the sake of the children, but it sounds like the both of you have one foot out the door. Update. I choose divorce. Posting here because the other subreddit doesn't let you post an update before 3 days. Well, I gave the verdict before 12 hours was up because I knew he will not choose any of the options and rather gaslight me. I gave him 48 hours. He couldn't decide. He still wanted to talk and see if we can work things out. I told him to pack his stuff and get out. He begged and pleaded. I stood firm. He said several couples make it work and whatnot, but I'm not a doormat who will waste several years of her life building a foundation that was already broken. I have contacted my lawyer. I will serve him within this week. I already had the divorce papers ready, but I didn't serve him because I gave him the option of what it is going to be. Soon, our family will know, and I will not hear anyone who says to give him a chance. I did, and he failed. I don't believe in cheating makes relationships stronger crap like that one guy in my comments told me. I know I cannot even look at him the same way. I am done being weak and making excuses for him. That's it. I'm sitting in my empty house. My kids are with my mother. I don't know where he is or what he is doing. I guess I knew this would have been the ultimate fate of my marriage, even if we choose the open relationship. But I guess I didn't want my kid to come from a broken home. But then again, my kids would have lost it anyways. My mother forgave my dad and he never cheated, but I knew that in the back of her mind, she still had suspicions that my dad was cheating. She never fully trusted him. No matter how much she said that they are okay, and after the incident, their love was stronger, no matter how much she was praised for being a strong woman for giving her husband a second chance, I knew she wasn't fully trusting my father. He didn't know it, but people around them knew, and she sighed a relief when he died. It just meant she didn't have to pretend anymore. Sorry, I'm just rambling. I'm a mess right now. I'm just coping by posting on Reddit and talking to internet strangers. The point is, I don't want to live like my mother worrying where he is, if he is really going to work or not. Being a cell guard in my own marriage. I won't lie, when I told him I will get a divorce, I felt lighter, as if a weight had been lifted. Thanks, people. I think you were right to give him the option. Ultimately, it was all on him. He had to become responsible for his actions. And I do believe by that point of giving him the ultimatum, you were ready to leave, and rightfully so. And after hearing about your mother and father, it sounds like you're breaking cycles. You're doing what your mom couldn't, OP. You should be proud of yourself. Update. It's been 9 or 10 days since I confronted him and I feel nothing. I discovered my husband was cheating on me a few months ago. It took me some time to gather evidence and get all my things aligned, along with a divorce lawyer. He cheated on me 7 years ago while I was pregnant. I forgave him. We tried to make it work. Things were almost fine. I know things will not be the same as it used to be, but it was good. The second time I caught him, I was 100% done. I tried everything and sacrificed a lot, and it was all in vain. I confronted him 10 days ago, and he did what all cheaters do. Deny, manipulate, and gaslight. He moved out of our house and is living with his parents. He has been calling nonstop. His last message, he told me he broke up with his affair partner. But honestly, what is the point now? His mother called and said she was sorry and asked if there was a way I can forgive him and try to work things out. I told her absolutely not. I already gave him a chance and he blew it. She was upset, but didn't push the matter. The kids are staying with my mom and stepdad. I have been in contact with my lawyer. I did cry the first day when he moved out, but haven't cried since. I went to the mall, got some good quality makeup, went to the gym, went to the library to read in peace. I did make an appointment with my therapist. But mostly, I have been binge watching shows like Criminal Minds, Law & Order. I don't know why. I should feel sad, but I do not feel sad at all. Can someone explain this to me? Why would you consider taking it back a second time after he's cheated on you times before? Not once, but twice, that you know of. You gave him one chance too many, OP. The only thing you should feel sad about is not kicking him to the dirt sooner. Was OP wrong to stay? Why or why not? Thank you for joining us today on rSpace. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. Until next time.